Howdy there, pinball people. Koji here. Wanted to go over this Rogo pinball machine by Bali. It's a 1974 pinball machine with the art package by Dave Christensen and the design by Greg Kamiuk. Greg is a very prolific designer for Bali particularly. He made a ton of really great games. I'm thinking like from the beginning, like Bow and Arrow comes to mind. One of my favorites, Xenon, comes to mind, and this Rogo. So tons of great titles over the years that went through Greg Kamiuk's hands. This one is no exception. It's got kind of a bad rap if you look at some of the reviews. So people are like Rogo, blah blah blah, and all sorts of baggage on it. But you know what? Coming into it with low expectations, I gotta say I was pleasantly surprised. This game is really phenomenal in a lot of ways, and I'd love to kind of hear some feedback in the comments just about some of the questions I'm going to ask now. So number one, switches. This game just has a ton of switches. I'm going to count. So you have your typical slingshots. I'm not going to count those, but you have two switches on each side. So those are your 10-point switches, and they're also the kind of switches that are going to cycle things like special and so forth. So, I mean, this game then, so not including the slingshots, we're going to count. So we have one here, and we have one here. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of those 10-point switches. Now, that's crazy. I think this might be the king of, the Rogo is the king of 10-point switches. Let me know if you know of some with more, not including the slingshots. Moving along, this game sort of gets compared to, so one of my friends pointed out that this is almost like a precursor to Fishtails, which is kind of neat with the horseshoe. And it's also one of the mechs that I probably, as far as just looking at the layout went, it really kind of deterred me from the game, but it works in this game, and I'll explain more about that later. But the other thing you have going on is you have these thin lanes going up the sides. Now, these are kind of neat, and I saw another fellow compare this to something like Jubilee and Darling, but unlike those games where there really is, like you're kind of, it's the same idea, you have the empty space at the sides, but this one they're a bit more narrow, so they're really more about nudging it up and nudging it down and trying to get in these side gates here and the collect bonus there. So almost, it kind of reminds me almost of Gilligan's Island, if you ever played that D&D title, where you kind of have that channel going up the middle, and you can kind of nudge the ball back and forth in there. This kind of reminds me of that a bit. Just a really neat dynamic going on, so lots of opportunities for nudging. Go over the rules really quickly. Your tournament strategy is going to be probably going to want the kickouts, because the kickouts are going to score more points and they're going to hit bonuses. The only difference between this is the middle rollover. It's I guess the kickouts, you could potentially miss them, but on the middle rollover, both gates will open, but you're only going to score 1,000 points. I believe it's 1,000, so it's not really a huge deal in the middle, but the kickouts are going to give you more overall. And the fact that they open only one gate doesn't really mean too much, and I'll get to it later, but they will also light the pop bumper, where that'll score you some points in the game, because sometimes you can get some good action there. Moving along, we're going to stand up here for 1,000. Kind of neat. Sometimes you get some rebound action going on with that pop there, so I could see you scoring 10 or 12,000 there sometimes. Extra ball is going to be key to this game. So let's go over the extra ball. So you have this horseshoe lane. So your tournament strategy is definitely going to be for the horseshoe lane. In this game, we might have complaint as well. It's OP in this game. Hitting it, that's going to score 1,000 here, 5,000 here, 1,000 here. So that's going to be 7,000 points in advancing bonuses. And the bonus you're going to collect on drain. So bonuses are where it's at in this game. Now, when you get to 10,000, at 10,000, at 15,000, and an 18,000 bonus, so as that steps up, the extra ball will light. You can control that. So let's say you had 9,000 each set. I'm really going, my strategy is to go for extra ball. You could hit this 1,000 point bonus mushroom here. That would take you to 10,000, and your extra ball light would be lit. It's quite an easy shot to make from a backhand off of this left flipper. The other thing, though, is as you go along, you're going to keep collecting your bonus up to 20,000. At 20,000, you're maxed, obviously. You want to collect the bonus. This shot is doable from the right flipper straight in. It's a very difficult shot, but it is there. You can also backhand and get some nudge actions there, and sometimes it'll kind of bounce in off the pop bumper. Not bad. You'll collect your full bonus, and you'll get a kickback that'll take you right back up to the top as if you just kind of plunged the ball. Pretty darn good. Now over to these. So we're going over that. So and special is also going to light at 20,000. Not going to matter too much for points, but if you wanted the replay kind of knocker, that's another option. This game is configurable, so special can actually give you an add-a-ball if it is configured to do so. In addition, you can also have add-a-ball scoring, so where you would get replays. This machine is currently set for replays, but it can alternately give you an extra ball as well. Moving along, so you have the two kickouts at the top or the middle, and all of those are going to correspond to opening up gates, and the middle rollover will open up both. Now, gates, these are, it's a few points, so 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 points, which is really not a tremendous amount in this game. I mean, that's basically less than your horseshoe, which is going to give you points, and it's also going to score you bonus after. So there's not too much incentive to really go for these. Sometimes if it just happens to nudge in, great, get a plus shoot again or something, no big deal. The shots to make these are from the left flipper. You can get it straight into Odin's Lair. Sometimes you can rebound it in there. Definitely if you want to get into Valhalla, a backhand from the right flipper straight up can get there. Another neat thing about this game is it will seem like you're kind of closed down to the bottom of the playfield when you have the ball down here, but you can actually launch the ball up through backhands particularly. Forehand is unfortunately going to rebound too much, but a backhand will typically get you all the way back up here and get some nudge action with the pops and then start to open gates and get some bonuses up there. Might be a strategy if your horseshoe is a really dangerous shot. Collect your bonus by getting up here and getting up to those kickouts there. That's about all we have in this game. Obviously we don't have in lanes here, so that's going to change your strategy somewhat. Be careful with these out lanes. A strong nudge will help you get the ball out of them, but they are what they are, and even trying to trap the ball will often kind of roll the ball up or bounce it right into the out lane. Very dangerous. I guess that's about it. So one other thing just to go through from a mechanical standpoint though is I'll just point out that this is a 4-player game, but it actually has an interlock relay for every player so that each player can have their own individual 100K light, which I thought was kind of neat and worth mentioning in this video. One other point is this is the kind of game where it does not have a trowel ball advance, so if you do happen to plunge the ball, you happen to miss everything at the top, it happens to drop down, somehow not hitting a switch, which can happen, you might just want to let it drain because that's not going to count as a ball. It'll drain and it'll kick the ball out again, and you get to try again. Little ball save there for you in the old school way. I guess that's about it. So without further ado, let's see if I can get a decent game going for this recording and do the game some justice. I'm going to go for the tournament strategy here, which is just for points. So let's see how I do. There's my points there. So now I'm going for the horseshoe. I find the backhands work quite well for it. Try to get control again and get the horseshoe again. Even just going for this quick horseshoe, I'm already at 41,000 points. No, 3. Oh. No, not enough. All 4. Ball 5. I could grab that. That is not how you handle the ball. Let's try that again. That's not bad. Alright, get some control. Think about that collect now. Okay, that's a pretty good first ball. Let's see if we can do something. Yeah, fine. There you go. Oh, boom, 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 boom. One more time, come on. Get it. Oh, no. See that one coming a mile away. Still on pretty good pace here. Some control. Oh, no. No. All 4. Oh, way too much. Jeez. No! Jeez. Alright. I need a good ball here. I'll tell you, this game is really brutal for balls, but whoa! When you have a good ball, man, it is fun. There we go. See if we can get that extra. Oh, shoot! Extra ball. Well, that's a decent game. Control. Oh, missed it. Okay, try it again. Oh, not quite enough. Try this side. There we go. Man, I'm screwing that up. And it's giving me more chances though. Get that extra ball. Okay, backhand from here I find pretty reliable for the extra. There it is. Oh, no! Still a decent first ball. Because we are still on it. Whew, almost not. No. Ball 2, here we go. Ball 3, 52,000. Bit of an odd bounce there. Oh man, I keep missing that. It is not a difficult shot. I'm just making it difficult on myself. Come on. So now I really want to collect my bonus here, so let's see if I can... Nope. Little pass didn't work. Oh no! Oh, all four. Ooh, 99,950. Looks like we'll see that 100K after all. There we go. Nice little knock right on the... Oh, seriously? Then I go and do that. Oh! That's just the other skipper. Shoot. Match. Try that again. No. Ooh, a soft touch. Here we go. No! Okay, so we're at 20,000, so now I want to get that collect bonus. If I can. Ooh! Ooh! Let's try from the back here. Oh, really got to get some flat on my ship. That's a pretty good first ball. Come on, get it. Okay. Oh, shoot. Sometimes it just doesn't come out there. Still on a good pace here. Oh! Thought I could touch that. Just a little lucky Valhalla shot there. Oh, almost in that bonus. Oh! Some knocks here. Level 5. Yeah, I don't know what it is. One of those games was just always time for one more ball. Oh. Oh, let's get that extra ball. Okay, here we go. Right off the backhand, I find pretty good. Yes. Oh! All right, here we go. No. Misplayed that. Oh, missed it. There's the extra ball. Oh! Come on, Mr. Extra Ball. Oh, come on! Oh, I get another try. Yes! Get into that collect bonus now. Would be a good time for that. Yes! Nope. Huh. I'm not liking this lateral movement. Oh! So close. Oh no! That's not as good as the first ball, guys. Anyway, would have been nice to have a collect bonus, but the extra ball could have after that. Oh, extra ball. Saw that in the last second. Extra ball. Nope. Yes. Okay. Oh, no! Not a bad start. Ball two. Yep. Oh. This is the way. Oh no. Okay, didn't hit anything. Let's give it another try. Come on. There we go. Oh, and then flub it. Oh my goodness. It's doing so well to begin with. Come on. bad. Very dangerous. Ah. There we go. Missing opportunities. Here we go. Oh, extra ball. Come on. Yes. I tell you though, those shots are really fun. This game. Maybe that's why I keep coming back to it. I was actually asking my friend if he's like addicted to this game or what. Playing it, I don't know why. It's just that fun. Extra balls, let it go. There it is. Ugh, ugh. That gets me. All two. Yeah, sure. We always take the kickouts. So it's dangerous. Oh, got it. There we go. Oh, almost. Ball 3 and we have over 100,000, so scoring is possible in Rogo. Rogo, why are you doing this to me, Rogo? There we go. Oh no! Oh! That's such a good score going. Oh boy. Oh well. I hope that gives you kind of an overview of Rogo anyway. It's like I say, I just keep, I don't know, it's so easy to just keep playing. Just reminds me completely of that Interflip Dragon, exactly the same kind of feeling, and just, you know, the games are so short, you always have time for one more, and the shots are really kind of neat in this game, you know, just as these kind of ricochet shots, they're not like, I don't know, it's not like sniping drops, because there's that nudge and luck aspect to the bounce and everything, and I played with the angle a bit now. I played with I had this at a steeper angle and I didn't like it so much, and then I had it at a lesser angle, I didn't like it. This angle seems okay for playing. The gates seem to be very difficult at this angle. I might play with changing the rubbers around to see how that affects the play. I also might look at making some mods for this game, specifically just that, as you saw in my strategies, these gates are kind of, I don't know, they're there and they're like a really neat mech, right? I mean, there's a solenoid below each of these gates that actually pulls down, forces the gate open and forces closed again. So that's really cool, right? I mean, the ball never goes in there when the gate is shut. So there is that opportunity for something there, and I really feel like, when you go to, that's Valhalla, this is Odin's Lair, it's Valhalla, that's you should get some good scoring there. So maybe a potential mod could be, maybe you got to rack up some bonus, almost like when you light the extra ball, except alternately or in conjunction with, or maybe on a different bonus step. Maybe if you get in the gate, maybe we can crank these up times 10, maybe leave the 5k, but maybe make it 10,000 instead of 1,000 there. And maybe you got some different scoring strategies to make do with there. Anyway, there's definitely potential. If you could, I think if you could make a strat to really use this lane a lot, I think that the game would probably get quite a lot of love for that, because these shots are really fun to make. Like, I mean, the backhand, you saw me by accident do a backhand up to Valhalla in a previous game, but I mean, the Odin's Lair you can actually hit directly on, and that collect bonus, I wasn't doing too well in any of these example games trying to hit the collect when I actually had a max bonus, but when you do it, very, very rewarding, and that would be just killer in a tournament, like let's say extra balls were turned off, then it would be definitely more about hitting that collect bonus. You're trying to get up here, and even when you're close to 20,000, you might start thinking about trying to nudge it into that collect bonus and really max that out and start from scratch again here and just going nuts on the horseshoe. But yeah, I mean, definitely something on the right lane here to mitigate the horseshoe, so that you got to hit it a couple times, but it's not kind of the be-all in the game. But even as it is, be-all or not, it's a fun shot, and as you saw me play, it's a dangerous shot as well, but that's the risk reward in pinball, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and in this case it does. So Rogo from me. Definitely enjoying myself here. Ooh, there we go. Have a good night.